YouTube? I'm gonna do part 2 for my bait overview, and today we're doing hard baits. So let's get started. First bait that I'm gonna go to is my jig. It's a grass hog jig, and in my last video I used this for the first 2 bass, and I had on a Havoc beaver that I bit off probably about like an inch and a half maybe, and it was working really well. I was using a bigger jig before that, and that wasn't working out, so I changed to a smaller one, and that made me catch some fish. So let me get to the next bait. The next bait is a popper, and I'm telling you right now, I hate this popper. I hate it. I will never use this ever again in my life, but I still have it in there. I have another popper too. This one I got off of Amazon, and it works good. I'm not saying it's gonna work great, but it works good. I caught a few bass on this. So yeah, I mean it's not the best, but all right, next bait. All right, next bait is it's painted like a shad, and I use this for pickerel mostly. I don't really use it for any bass because I mean I can't really get it out there too far, which I know some of you are like, what? But I like getting out there pretty far and reeling it back in. So next bait is again off of Amazon, a square bill crankbait. I like the painting on the paint job on this. Kind of it's like the mix of a sunny and like a bleeding fish, but it works. I lost the back hook of the treble hook in the back, and it still works really well. Alright, next bait. I have my chatterbait, Z-Man chatterbait. I have a Cabela's brand swim bait on the back, and I had something back up at the lake. It was a good sized bass, but it came off, and but it's a good bait. I like it. Alright, next bait is a Strike King square bill crankbait paint job of a crawfish. I use this up at the dam or at the pond that I fish at because there's a lot of rock piles in the pond that I fish, and this thing, it kills it. Works really, really well. Next bait. I also have a bigger one of those Strike Kings. As you can see, pretty good size one. These dive down 2 to 4 feet, and I use this one at the dam too. I don't use this one at the pond because the top one isn't a really big bass. Alright, the next bait I'm gonna go to this one. This one I don't know the name of it because it got off of Amazon. This one I don't like it at all, but I sometimes use it. But it has some rattles, but not many. It's not really loud. Alright. Next bait I'm going to go to is this one. This one I use for trolling, or I sometimes throw this in the lakes, but this one's it's like painted as it's like a greenish and silver. I like lifelike colors. I feel like those work the best, especially. I caught a smallmouth on this last year off the back of a jet ski, so that was something else that was fun too. Alrighty, and then next I got a swim bait. This one again off of Amazon, and this I don't use this in the ponds. I use this at lakes because it's a pretty big bait, and the colors, they kind of look like they're like blue, yellow, and a little bit silver on the back and the belly. The eyes are like clear. I don't know why they put them clear. They just did. I mean, I have yet to catch a bass on this, so I might be getting rid of that one. But alright, next I have a variety of spoons. This is just one of them. I have like probably 5 more of these. These I just put them in here because I don't have any other spot. I just have those. Alright, so now in the next box. This box I don't have much. I just have a few. There's a jerk bait. Right there. It's a jerk bait. An old one. This is my grandparents use this one. So it's pretty cool. And then I have I think this is a 6 to 10 foot diving bait. I use this one for trolling also in deeper lakes. I mean, I've caught a few bass in this, and this one has really, really loud rattles, which I like. It's a flicker minnow. I like it. Worked good. And then next, this one we found in an old tackle box. This we use sometimes in the bottom pond if we want to go for smaller stuff like sunnies or stuff like that. Throw this one in. We usually catch something. And then this bait is pretty old. This one, it lost the back hook and the back skirt. There used to be a skirt on this. It's a popper frog, topwater popping frog. And this one I caught my first catfish on. I'm pretty sure this one. And it was surprising because they like dog food. And we put a piece of dog food on this because it floats. And we threw it out, and the catfish took it, and I was surprised about that. But yeah, and that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and that's it. See you YouTube.